Alright, this game's called Dreamworld. I tried it a while back with late night streaming. Also, I think this might been one of the early games that I got into with some of the other people I'm currently playing with. So this is going to be an edition of Coracks Cribs. Adjust the volume just a little bit. Okay, sorry about that. Now I gotta remember how to actually fly in this. Need some white crystals if I remember right. They gotta be finished. So this has been an interesting game. You can actually design anything you want. They have what's called a what is it called? It's a Dreamforge. That's what it was. That lets you just basically type in anything you want in existence and it will create it in the game. Back when I was playing, interesting the way the grass goes in and out now. I haven't been on here in a while. Back when I played it last year, the things you created you could see, but the other players couldn't. I don't know if it's still the same way. There's like a place mark image for what they were seeing. Anyway, let's see if I can remember how to fly. Alright. So, first of all, let's look at the map. We got forest base here, and there's actually a super long bridge that stretches all the way across the world that goes all the way back here. This is where you start at. And when I was running with Late Night Streaming's group for a few games, this is where we decided to make our base. Anyway, before I start on that one, let's go down to the town center. This... Oh, didn't want to do that one. What did I get out of this? Alright, this was my very first base. I'd made. Put the fires outside so anybody could access it. Actually, I passed this base onto SuperTrippy. This little pit was good for, I accidentally made. It's good for catching roosters. Oh, his back door isn't open either. Anyway. This is what you have to put down to claim a, they even changed the graphics on that. To claim a land block. And the larger you make that. Come on. Fly. The larger you make that, the larger your build space can be. Come on, how did I fly? You're gonna watch me spend all my... Anyway, this was a little build and there was a little basement in it. This was, these were some of your Late Night Streaming's buildings. It's quite interesting the way that grass is reacting. I think that was, Miss Streamers. Oh, you can't... You know what? I think they fixed it so you can see it. I'm pretty sure this was something she had designed. See it now. That is awesome. Because that definitely was not in the game, and as far as I know, they have not been back in the game. This little castle back here belongs to Soulwin. Yeah, those you couldn't see before. So they fixed that. That is nice. This was his little house. I didn't have anything to do with this one. He designed it on his own. I did try to flatten some of the ground down here. Now that house there belongs to Luna. And I built that one. You got the water down there. That's a chandelier turned upside down and placed in that pot. These are just different rocks. So any of these wall pieces, floor pieces in this game, you can use any material you pick. Did not seem to remember how to fly. Oh, you can have a good laugh at me. Any material you pick up, whatever you build, you can build out of those materials. So that's how you get the different colors and stuff. Luckily, her doors were open. So we placed some rocks and stuff in here. We wanted a ocean theme. So this is what I came up with. Or, she has a little hard time navigating, so I left a sign for her to show her that took her all the way up the steps. You got you a nice little alcove here. This one just goes up a little ways. I think goes up to the balcony. So there's the one where it said stairs up. It goes on up. And you got a couple little rooms up here. And what I did was I took the door and I flipped it on its side. Of course I can't open that. It's not my place. I flipped it on its side so that you could open it and get up and down. There you can kind of see the roof. Anyway, I think this build turned out pretty good. For her underwater dream castle. Here's the back door. Steps going up to our place so you can kind of see it. There's that bridge, and one of the guys in late night streaming built the stairs come all the way down. There we go. So anyway, by turning the door on 90 degrees, that gives you the door you can walk up to and you can seal this outside. So basically everything can be sealed to keep people out. There's the water. I'm going to keep flying while I got it down. Anyway, those are magic mirrors, and what they do is they're short portal devices. It will portal you that distance. And I turned them on their side so you can jump in it. And theoretically, you bounce down into that one. So you'll fall out of it straight up, and you fall back in, bounce to the next one, which is here. You bounce to the next one, which is here, and so on and so on. For a magical elevator to get you all the way up here. So you can kind of see that blue line there and around the edge of those shoulders on my punk goblin. Also kind of see the edge of the sphere up there. Anything inside of that's protected. It's inside my zone. So right here we have a little drop box. So people could pick up stuff I'm trying to leave for them, or they could leave stuff for me. So there's my punk goblin I made, just to make something totally different. Do a fly around of it. There's part of a forge that sticks out. Now, the stuff in the game is really huge, the workbenches. That is a thing you gotta jump up through. You get to the top, you tag it, and you unlock the region and see it. Alright. Oops. Wrong button again. Okay, let's see if we can make this work. And see how this magic portal works. Boing. Oops. It took me up one. My angles were a little off. Boing. What was that? Oh. So, it's really tricky to get those angles right. So anyway, you come in the mouth. Oh, so those triangle floor pieces, those two are the exact same piece. What you can do is you resize it to make it as big or as small as you want. It all depends on how much material you have. Late night streamers, I ended up taking over all the loot that we gathered for the very short time we were on there because I was the last one basically on. And they know if they come back, I'll get in here and share everything back with them. So it was the information to allow them to get to the other boxes. Because for a brief time, anybody could get in any box that was on your property unless it was behind a locked door. So here we got called a gravity mortar. This is for busting crystals up to powders. I have a little space back there. That's my private lock spot you saw me get the crystals out of. You go this way and you go down. We're in the mouth area right here. You go down into the shoulders and stuff. And here's another thing where I rotated the doors 90 degrees. So I could close those and basically create a barricade for coming up here. And there's doors there. Now one time, I think I had planned on having different people place the doors so they could get in and out. They could come up, and then if I ever had big issues, I could shut those doors until I figured out who was causing issues. Now, they've made some changes. I had all this flattened out right here, and I had flowers everywhere. These are the remains of some trees I had. So either the ground has swallowed my flowers, I thought it went down farther, or they've put a shelf life on them, for lack of a better term. Anyway, go up here. So this is a scorch forge, which is really huge. The thing gets here. Take raw stuff and make it ingots. Here you make it into powders. Let's see. Buried inside was an earlier blast furnace that did, I think this did lower grade? No. That did up to the lava. Okay, and this does volcanic. Yeah, so this smaller forge I kind of placed inside this one. That did up to lava, and this did volcanic. So, see, this is part of the scorch forge, which goes way up, and this is part of the blast furnace, which doesn't go anywhere near it high up. The blast furnace, I think, ends right in there, and this goes all the way up, sticks through the roof. So these are all the different woods. We're up behind the eyes and the nose. And another thing, the mirrors just, or the portals just teleport to the closest portal. That's why they kind of have to be spaced. So if I jumped in that one, it would teleport me down to that. Back up. So here's where all our storage is laid out. You can see that forge goes up even higher, and there's a bigger forge. We got the, I'll go ahead and jump down. We got our little kitchen fires area there. There's another door sideways I can lock off in their level. Here's a spell bench for creating these spells. Here I have a bunch of smithworks, or smelters stacked on top of each other. So if you want to have several things going at once, you can. This is part of smithworks where you can make weapons, armor, more pieces, different arrows. Here's that dream forge. So basically, somewhere I have a golden helmet and a flaming sword. So you can create 5 things, and you just type anything in here. Ink goblin. Why not? Just tell me. Yeah, so I would need 3 dream essence. You get your dream essence from your forge every day. This is part of the smithworks from the other side. This is still the Scorch Forge going up. This is the access to the roof. You can see the Scorch Forge still sticks up higher. Sticks out the back a little bit. I think, if I remember right, it takes 2 of these Scorch Forges, make that huge forge over there. Actually have a door right here so you can pass through to the other side. So that's my goblin punk. So this is my Dreamworld cribs. So hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button. That was from switching over to OBS recording. And thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.